Hey guys, we are here at your house in DC. There is just starting on the outside because a lot of the property has been just a little overgrown, so there needs to be some yard work done. This tree there needs to be trimmed back significantly, dead parts cut off. Someone to kind of look at that. There's some extra growth there, you see. The fencing, you'll notice, has some upturned sections like over there. That needs to be taken care of for resale and probably for maintenance. If you decide to continue to rent, the fencing would need to be just maybe sealed and stained again this year. Going over to the front, for some reason there's a lot of people parking here on your block. Perhaps one of the houses has a lot of occupants who drive, but just so you can kind of see. Okay, come. I love these little trees. I was thinking that was probably Luna. I like it. Okay, so you'll notice coming up, there's some growth that needs to be cleaned up here. I can definitely tell you guys had some really pretty landscaping here, but it's overgrown and that needs to all be taken care of. The doorknob for the gate, which is super cute, is broken. It needs to be replaced. Okay, I'm just gonna warn you, I've gone through the inside and it's a little rough. The tenants left it rough, so we will, just a little forewarning. Okay, the doorbell has been removed if there was one. And here we go, stepping in. Just to start off, the house, whether you continue to rent it or sell it, it will need a full set, a whole new, fully painted. There's lots of nicks and scratches. Space looks good. But you can see there was damage to the wall. Okay. Going into the dining space. It's very dirty. Very, very dirty. That's kind of just the sense of it through the house. So the people who left didn't do a cleaning.
Is the refrigerator.
Yeah, it's really messy in there. Okay, so looking at the kitchen, for getting it ready for rent, it looks like it needs a really good cleaning. I don't know if you can see all that gunk. There are some cabinets that are a little loose. That's okay, actually. A little fading and cracked here. So for resale, probably it would be best to paint these cabinets. For re-renting, a really good clean and maybe like you can kind of sort of touch up so it doesn't look as faded. Okay, this is where they have their Verizon stuff. Kind of. There's a drawer. I don't know where that came from. Okay. Just go into the garage area. Things look pretty good in here. Just needs a looks like this shelf came down. I did notice that one of the windows was unlocked, so we're just checking to make sure everything's secure. Okay. I'm just gonna go to the back of the house before we continue because there is something we want to bring to your attention. So the deck here, you can see it needs to be resealed, either for maintenance or for sale. This needs to be secured. There is some, it kind of looks like mildew. It looks like maybe it's coming possibly from the gutter because it dribbles down. So it might be the gutters needs to be cleaned. That right there, that like caulking, if you were to resell, I wouldn't be surprised if that came up as an issue on home inspection. Okay, just, you guys do have a nice lot for this location too. Okay, looks like we're missing a piece of siding here. Let's see. Okay, let's go in. Sorry, I have the sniffles and I took some allergy meds, but they haven't kicked in yet. We will go upstairs. So it's nice, this all wood floors. These thresholds for some reason are a different color. And one of them's loose here. So for rental, you might want to secure that. For resale, we'd probably at least try to see if we could make that match a little better. I'm not quite sure how. We might want to talk to a floor person. Okay, that's a great closet. Things look pretty good here. It's just dirty, but you know, shelf came down in the little bedroom. There are shelves in here. This window wasn't locked. Okay, I'm locking it now. Okay, here is the second bedroom. There must have been a lot of things attached to the walls, so they have patched it but not painted it all along. Okay, so the whole house would need to be repainted anyways, but okay. Here is the main bedroom. Oh, did you guys put up a movie projector? That's kind of nice. I guess that's where the projector was. Movie night. And then the bathrooms. Let's see. That looks all in good order. It's a little rusty up there. Needs recalking, probably for rent or for resale. Okay. And then the hall bath. So this one definitely needs recalking. It may need a new fixture here. Not sure, that could just be cleaning and caulking. There's something missing there, whether maybe like a rod. Okay, well, let's go down to the basement. So let me just double check all the ceilings here. Like, I don't think I noticed any wetness up here in the ceilings. A couple of nail pops. I don't know, like there. Okay, that looks, it's not too concerning, at least not setting off any. All the smoke alarms are down, so they may all need to be maybe batteries replaced or replaced. Huh. Okay. Let's go down to the basement. And I think there's a loose piece here. I tripped on it on the way down. So just maybe just
This piece going upstairs.
yeah, I mentioned that. So whatever may be loose here may need to just be tacked down. Here's the little kitchenette. So it looks like they took the railing from here down, maybe, to get furniture, maybe. I'm not sure about that. Let's go okay here. So down here, it looks like there's something going on with the toilet. Not sure what it is. Didn't flush it, but perhaps the rental agent might know. Tub's in really ugly shape here. We might recommend something with this for a resale different from re-renting. Perhaps a good clean is good for re-renting, but maybe something different for resale. But we'll kind of noodle that over. You know, we've seen a couple of wet spots on the ceiling there. I don't know if that's from condensation. And there's one more other spot down here I noticed. But all the doors here need to be redone too. So trim, doors, ceilings. I remember loving that you guys had this walkout, so it's great that it's here. It's valuable, distinguishes it from other properties around here that you're competing with. There's this wet spot too, so I wonder if that has to do with the HVAC vent. But the deck underneath looks good. And so that's what we got. We will pull this together. Our recommendations that we think you would need for re-renting and our recommendations for if you want to sell, along with an assessment of value, and we'll get this back to you ASAP, within a week or so. And we'll double check all the windows. Thank you. Bye. Ciao.